Hey people, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for always returning. Hope you're well in all that you do and you're loving yourself and others like always. Yes, today we're going to talk about something that is crucial to rest this issue of the Superman. I just discovered that it was originally an Al story. It was originally a story that then made his story, and it sounds so, oh my goodness, is this real? You know, there's something that I've been trending on TikTok lately. This accusing, what do they call them, these designers of stealing patterns from Africa, stealing ideas from Africa, and there are evidences about it. And it was, you know, a lot of persons were arguing, why do you think it was stolen from Africa? They just sat and have an idea. And this issue of stealing people's design, it's something that is not new in the fashion world. They can easily steal your design and then revamp it. Sometimes they pay. Okay, let's not use the word stealing. Sometimes they pay off the people that owns these designs originally, and sometimes they promise to pay them and they don't pay at the end. So there's a whole lot of all these picking someone's designs, picking someone's ideas and building on it, and then making billions out of it. There have been ideas like that. So when I stumbled upon it, I felt like, why not showing it to you? Because, sweetheart, this is hard.
The story of Superman is Egyptian.
Wow.
They stole that from Supergirl and Superman. All set. Heru is Superman. Same story, same everything. These motherfuckers take everything. Black folks, honestly, first of all.
Wait, I never knew.
Yes.
Well, here's even worse.
The Egyptian story. It's Superman comes from Africa.
No,
the first
story.
Let him finish.
He gets power from the sun.
Yes.
His his father.
It's the sun god.
The sun god.
Ra.
It's the same.
Ra is the sun.
Dude, I read it. It's crazy.
Wow.
And it's coming up. All of this information is coming up. The X-Men it's about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's Magneto against Professor X. The same one has a certain philosophy.
One for assimilation.
It comes from
from.
Oh, it gets real fucking deep, dude.
Wow.
I don't know if they haven't. I don't know. Listen, I know this is going to get some fucking, some comment. I don't know if white folks created anything themselves other than fucking stress and pain and decimation and fucking, I'm sorry. I'm sure there are some innovative white folks out there, but man, it just seems like you ain't invented a motherfucking thing.
True,
you didn't invent human beings because we invented you.
Right.
How long have we been on the planet? How long have black people been on the planet?
Black people, humanity, which is black people, been on the planet from 2 to 300,000 years. Black people didn't leave Africa until 70,000 years ago. Is when the migration started.
We are 70,000 years older than white.
We are.
We are.
Humanity is between 2 and 300,000 years.
Okay,
but you didn't have white people until black people started to migrate to colder areas with less. So 70,000 years before
minus
now.
200
minus 200 in 2022. So we're talking 70. You might as well just say 70,000 because
we're like thousands of years older than
hundreds of thousands
years older than white people, and they stare at us like we don't belong in anybody's neighborhood. The earth is our neighborhood. The fuck are you doing here? But we never were like that.
Right, that's true. But here, to be fair,
I'm just saying, technologically, anthropologically, what are you doing in our neighborhood, motherfucker?
Right,
which is the planet.
Right.
Because they look at us like that. Anywhere we go, they're like, what are you doing here? What are you doing
in my neighborhood?
You're not a native. I don't think Europeans are natives anywhere.
But see, that's knowledge. And some of them do know it, some of them don't know. So how do we become clever? See? Because when you look at the end of the day, we got to get past what we were. It's like having used to have money, right? And you meet a girl, it's like, oh, I used to be a baller, but your ass is broke now.
Right.
See,
we got to get past what we were as far as what year, though. Not talking about,
because if you go back to what we were,
slavery, we were the Mansa Musa.
Yeah, let me give exactly. So let me give you game.
Okay.
I look at race like sports. This year, Kansas City won. Years ago, Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
So in the race war, we don't hate you. It's just that we want to be equal or better because we want it to be a friendly competition.
Right.
The other people don't want it to be a friendly competition. Right. So they do like the refs, they're going to throw the game. Right. So they do something to every time we make a move because they see us coming.
Rules.
They change the rules because they see us coming.
Yeah.
To hit us back. Right. You understand? That's how it's a race.
No doubt.
But they got things to do like the refs to throw the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we got to go back another season.
Right.
Come back again. But the goal is if we teach everybody now, if we have people who listen to your podcast, my podcast, his podcast.
Yeah.
We teach the white people who are controlling the booths in the back. Yeah. Right? Because they listening.
There's a Latin guy.
Yeah, Latin too. They got enough. Yeah, they got
Mike has learned so much.
Yeah.
African American.
And to the people who don't hate us for what we're talking about, because we have to speak for our people because there's a danger out there that if we don't talk about what we've been through, we'll truly be lost.
It's so real. Like
we have to talk about
all this.
Of course, it's not story that a lot of things that were ideas from our Cableland were taken out, and sometimes you see when the white people come to primitive places in Africa, most of the time we think they're just philanthropists that are just moving around. They don't know what to do with their money, so they are trying to help poor Africans. Do you know what they go to do in those villages? Do you know what they go to pick from there? It is their movement around these villages because they know these people do not have the power to say no to them. These people will not, figure it out so soon that these people are coming to pick up some things from us, or these people are coming to steal something from us. So they go to these typical places and copy most of their lifestyle. They go there to copy designs, ancient designs, of course. They copy these things and they go off with it to build their own on it. Of course, this is exactly what they have been doing. The physics, the mathematics, the everything, the philosophy, the what have you about that we hear of today, they claim they were the ones that invented or started whatever. These things were all gotten from our Cableland. These things that came to ancient Egypt when it was mixed. There are a lot of story about that. They came to Egypt and stole most of these ancient things and go with it to build it. A lot of things that you see them excelling in today is all rooted to their Cableland. It's all rooted to the motherland. And that is why most of the times when you see the level of which Africans are treated, you ask yourself, why is it that it's like we have not really figured out who we are? Why is it that we have not really figured that there's a lot in us that is just more than this physical being, that like just looking at yourself in the mirror, there's a lot to you than just you that is seated. There's a lot to me than just the me you see talking to you. There's a lot to you than just the you looking at me. A whole lot of things that are interwoven. Until we figure this out and discover this, there's a lot more for us to still discover. Anyway, I believe we heard all that. This is not the only thing. There are other realities. Most of the time I feel like bringing this out there to you, so you see the power you have within yourself as Africans, the power you have within yourself as people living in our Cableland. Of course, it's not new anymore, and I feel that just coming to always say we are this, we are that, we are there, I think we've grown past this already. We are right now in the space of discovering ourselves in the 5D reality. So this issue of the physical world is not important anymore. This issue of the physical life, the material life we have around ourselves, there is a lot more behind it. There is a lot more that happens outside the material that we have around ourselves. So I think the 5D reality is something that is even more than what we see around ourselves as the 3D that we live in. Because this 3D reality, they try to force it in us, try to make us feel that, okay, this is it. You understand? They try to make us feel that this is all that it is. The material is all that it is. But the life itself is beyond the physical. Life itself is beyond the material that we see. There's a lot more happening in the supernatural realm that we still try our best to hold on to, and that is what we call the 5D reality. That's what we call the 5D reality. So sometimes we feel, okay, this thing is not important anymore because we should know about it. But sometimes there are persons that really do not know about this thing, and that is why most of the time we try to bring it out so that you get to see it so that you get to understand that there's a lot of things happening down there. So what do you think? Leave your comment and thought there at the section, and I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Bye for now.